Are you ready, kids? Aye, Captain. I can't hear you. Aye, Captain. Oh, SpongeBob SquarePants is in the item shop. Let's go. He's finally here, guys. The SpongeBob SquarePants collab is finally in Fortnite. That's crazy. It's crazy. And it might not be what we was hoping it would be, but we still got SpongeBob. The fact that we're still seeing this for the first time. It's not clickbait. It's not, we've been seeing all this kind of stuff. It's been a dream. It's been people's dreams to see SpongeBob in Fortnite for years and years and years. And for once, it's legit. It's official, And it's awesome, Now we get everything, basically everything, but the outfits. And so that's I have to say, at least I don't think it's jumping on a ledge to say that the next thing coming up would be some actual outfits, and I really feel like that has to be coming up next with it. If we get more SpongeBob SquarePants, it's got to be an outfit, because there's so many things that they can do with this. There's just too many. There's way too many. There's a lot of people who've been saying that they can do Squidward skin, because he's tall, and he's taller than Sponge and Pat. But not only just that, if you're really a SpongeBob fan, you would know that there's ways for them to pretty much most of the characters, including SpongeBob and Patrick themselves. Like, there's so many times SpongeBob and Patrick both made themselves taller and buffer. So, like, in just the show, not even the movie. I'm not even talking about the later movies, Out of Water, all this stuff. I'm talking about the OG show. Like, the original seasons 1, 2, 3. That's the ones that I've grew up on anyway. Those are the OGs, okay? Classic SpongeBob. After that, I always say it, after that, that's the beginning of the end, pretty much. It kind of just goes downhill after that, bro. It kind of goes way far offer than what than the man himself has envisioned. R.I.P. to Steven Hillenburg, man. R.I.P., man. That man we weren't ready for him, you know what I mean? And he is the one who gave us this. So you got to thank him, man. And he had that vision. And when he was behind it, that's when it was perfect. That's when you can go back and watch that classic stuff right now. I guarantee you'll bust out a laugh. It's good. It's just that good compared to the stuff from today. It's just gobbledygook. It's just like, what is it? I don't even watch the modern stuff. I don't even know what they done to it. You just look at the original SpongeBob right next to the modern SpongeBob, and I won't have to say anything else. It's like night and day and night. The animation is I don't even know what, and it's just not funny. It's just not funny. It just doesn't make me laugh. I remember watching like a few seconds, literally like less than a full minute of something that was showing. It wasn't even on because I don't even have cable. Screw that. It was on YouTube. I think there's like a YouTube SpongeBob that shows like episodes on live or something like that. Live streams episodes of SpongeBob, and it was some modern stuff. And it legit, like within seconds, it was just giving me the icks, bro. It was just giving me the icks. Like, what is this? It was just like all vomit humor or whatever, just gross out type of humor. What am I looking at? This ain't my SpongeBob, bro. This ain't the SpongeBob. Only the OGs, only OG SpongeBob. You know what I mean? We know. So let me get off my tangent here. I was just going, but don't get me started, bro. I can talk your ear off for hours about this. They ruined my boy, bro. They ruined my boy. They just need to end the show. But I digress. But anywho, we got him in Fortnite, bro. We got him in Fortnite. But like I said, they could absolutely do so much with giving us a skin. Muscle Bob Buff Pants. Where is he at, man? Like, come on. There's so many times. Remember the episode, the cook-off games, something like that. It was SpongeBob versus Patrick, and Patrick's manager was Plankton, and they were versus. They was at each other because they were actually beefing for real because of I forget what they were beefing about. And they for a moment when they got in the ring, they rip off their clothes and they become like these big, tall, giant a buff SpongeBob and a buff Patrick. Give us that. Like, there's so many instances where they could easily give us, there's so many of these characters. But what we have here is SpongeBob as a sidekick, and that's what he is, a sidekick. We did hear from leakers that it was going to be SpongeBob and Patrick being sidekicks, but I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't see Patrick anywhere. So I guess that wasn't true. I don't know. But I mean, we got SpongeBob. It looks like we got the music, the jam track, Sweet Victory. I heard about that we're getting Sweet Victory as the jam track. I hope we get more music like the iconic SpongeBob theme music. That would be awesome. There's so many different musics from SpongeBob from the show. So I'm not even sure which one that we can get. We can get the intro, like the one that I just did a moment ago when the video began, or there's another. I don't know the names of them. I don't know the actual names. Like there's one of them like a background music. You hear it like you just know it instantaneously. The moment you hear it, it goes something like yeah, that one. There's that one we can get. There's so many. But so I'm gonna assume Doodlebob is a. Oh, okay. So I thought. Okay, so I was saying when I saw Doodlebob, I thought he was a sidekick. So I was like, wait, low key he could be a sidekick, but he's a backplane. Okay, so I was wondering if he actually moved. So that means he's alive there. He's just. I don't know what's going on with his face there. What is that expression about? Let's see what the description says. Mihoy Manoy. Okay, well, well that's obvious. Mihoy Manoy. That's what I mean. That's what he would basically say, just gibberish. But I mean, I'm trying to understand why is he looking this way. Is he reactive? I'm gonna assume that's like some kind of reactivity. But I don't know what it's a reactive to. But I love the reference though. It's the pencil. It's the magic pencil. I love that. I love that episode. I mean, don't we all? You know what I mean? So the full bundle here is 3,000 V-Bucks. That's pretty hectic, man. I mean, and just SpongeBob the sidekick alone is almost 2,000 V-Bucks. That's pretty hectic, man. I don't know. That's pretty hectic, man. I don't know. I mean, I heard people going back and forth saying that, yes, the GOAT, the voice of SpongeBob himself, Tom Kenny, has returned to voice SpongeBob, which is awesome. But not only that, I hear that the voices of SpongeBob, the original official voices of SpongeBob in the other languages also returned for their voices, for their language. So that's even better. So it is people saying maybe all of that is going to cost. It's going to be pretty expensive for that to pull all those OG actors returning for that. So I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense, but at the same time, like I feel like we're just doubling down on these ridiculous prices for these sidekicks, bro. Like I can't stress this enough how much it is too overpriced for sidekicks in general. We thought they were going to be under 1,000, but no, they're making them over 1,000, and certain ones even higher than that. That's crazy, especially for the fact that with sidekicks you can only set them up once. Like you can only like customize them once and one time only, and then you have to buy them all over again. Like that's ridiculous. Why lock the customization if you're gonna make them this price? So that's the only thing I have qualms with. But I mean, I don't know. You guys, are you guys going to dish out the extra V-Buck to get SpongeBob the sidekick? You guys let me know in the comments. And also, what do you think of his appearance? I love the sounds. Like every time, like you hear him, you just make the little noises. Sound exactly like him. And they got the cell shaded here. Obviously, there's gonna be a lot of people who maybe not a big fan of the cell shading, but that's why they gave us an option, the style. So I'm guessing that's what you'll be able to change. Wait a minute, what is this? So like a gradient style. Okay, so it comes along with the rewards. Okay, so he's not custom. Wait, so he doesn't have any customized options like the normal sidekicks does? That's crazy that we got a banner icon for the first time ever. A SpongeBob banner icon. That low key makes it kind of worth it. You know what I mean? Because SpongeBob. Wait, what did he just say? Oh, so he actually talks when, like, I guess that's when you do the little high five, the little pet option. But for SpongeBob, he actually talks. That's cool. That's pretty cool. It's not just like for the well, I guess it's mostly for the animal sidekicks. Like they just go like they make a little sound and that's kind of it. But with SpongeBob, he actually makes a vocal sound rather than just only laughing. He also can speak with it, so that's really cool. Or he could also just laugh. But this basically is his sponge out of water look, I suppose. That's how he looked in Sponge Out of Water. Why does that look on point? Perfect. But I don't know. Does the cell shading? He looks different, like from a game. I think somebody actually pointed that out that he looks straight up from one of the games. But I mean, I personally wouldn't know because I haven't played any SpongeBob games, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, there is something just a little. But I mean, it's good though. It just looks just like SpongeBob. I mean, that's SpongeBob. That's definitely SpongeBob. But this one, that looks exactly how it's supposed to be. Like, well, if you prefer the gradient, if you prefer it not to be cel shaded anyway. But I do think that, I mean, that's straight out of the movie, isn't it? Straight out of the movie. That's how he was looking. So that's kind of legit. But either way, whether it's cel shading or not, we got SpongeBob, but he's just a sidekick, you know what I mean? Okay, well that maybe might make it the most worth it. Like just for that reference alone, he actually says it. And we have the original, like there's another emote that I guess it was like referencing this. But you don't talk obviously. It's just like you just do the rainbow thing. And that's it. And we have that one because I'm pretty sure that one was free. But this is straight from the Imagine. I remember that episode. Wasn't it from the Idiot Box episode? I'm pretty sure that was one. That's another favorite of mine. Another favorite episode of mine. They were driving Squidward crazy. It was so funny. And I just remember that. It's like referenced all the time and memes and everything. So, I mean, that makes it difficult, because that's kind of going to kind of force you to maybe want to get this because there's no other way to get those. I wish they did make these separate, like we can buy the emotes and whatnot separately, but that's not how it goes, Yeah, I don't know, man. You guys, do you think that emote makes it worth it? You guys let me know in the comments. I wonder if he says it, he doesn't say it differently. I think it's... Yeah, he says it exactly the same. Sometimes when he says it from the episode, it was like, imagination. He says a little bit different, like more of a, I don't know what the word is. But you can tell there's different ways that he says it in the show. But it seems like that's the same way he's saying it here. But that's a really cool reference there. Wait, which Jellyfish Jam? That's the music from the episode. I know all of these references, bro. That's the music from when they had the jelly. It was yeah. Like I can't remember the name of the episode, but I remember that. Like they were like partying all night, bro, with the jellyfish, and the jellyfish got obsessed over it. That they wouldn't stop, and it was time for bed, and SpongeBob was getting more and more angry, and it was just driving Squidward insane. So I mean, that's pretty much how all of the episodes usually ends up. That has Squidward in it. That he's just gonna be drove insane. No shot. This is a traversal. Is this a traversal, bro? Jelly to the max, and you're surrounded by smaller jellyfish. No shot. You even got the water sounds, bro. Okay, that's a W emote right there. Both of these two, I don't think dance emote. Don't be jelly. That is a gabba gabba, you know, it's the gabba gabba gabba. If you, I mean, if you're a legit SpongeBob fan, you already know this got to be getting you. But the price, though, the price is something insane. No shot. This is the one. This is the guitar. This is the Goofy from the movie, bro. No shot. They actually got it jammed like a Goofy Goober. No shot. This is legit the guitar from the movie. That from the OG movie, not Sponge Out of Water, but the OG movie. Spun the Golden Spatula. Isn't that old reliable? Or is it just wait? Whosoever shall pull this from the deep fire? Oh right, that one. No, old reliable. I'm getting it confused. Old reliable was a golden jellyfish net, right? Yeah. So the Golden Spatula was from I can't remember the name of it. I'm not good with names, but I know all the episodes. But I'm terrible with names. But I know the one because like it was stuck in the greens, and then it was the right because what's his name? Neptune, King Neptune. He didn't want to believe that it was SpongeBob that pulled the spatula. That SpongeBob is worthy of being a legendary fry cook, even though he already is a legendary fry cook. He didn't want to believe it, and so they had this competition or whatever, you know. So that's basically from that episode. I'll remember that. Let's try it out here. That's cool. I'm gonna be seeing. I just know there's a lot of people that's still gonna be getting this, and so we're gonna be seeing the SpongeBob stuff all over the place. Bikini Bottom kit. Now this I'm not sure about. Like, did they get creative on their own? Try out. How do I make it? I want to just see the drum set, but it's not letting me. Hold up. Wait, unrecognized talent. Mayonnaise can be an instrument. I know that reference. I know that reference. I know that reference. It was from, what was that episode called? It was the one with Squilliam. He was trying to impress Squilliam. Band Geeks. Isn't that the name of it? That's the one that basically that the Sweet Victory music played it. And I remember that. Because Patrick asked Squidward, is mayonnaise an instrument? And he goes, and Squidward told him no, that mayonnaise is not an instrument. And then he raised his hand again, and Squidward cut him off, already knowing what he was going to ask, saying, horseradish isn't an instrument either. And he puts his hand down. I remember that. Meow. So that's the one with Gary on it. Okay, so there's a, what does that look like? That looks like a SpongeBob Krabby Patty? That looks weird. And what's wrong with Gary? What's wrong with his eyes, bro? Meow. Okay then. Well then. These are pretty interesting. I don't remember like if this being an actual thing from episodes or anything. If it is, then maybe it's from a later episode. I don't even notice Gary in the background there. He just that's the only way that's the only way that we can see Gary is that he's on the drums, that he's next to the drums. I can't see it though, bro. What is it broken? I'm supposed to like okay, there we go. I guess it can't do it from this way. Like, I don't know if that's a bug or not. I can't switch it from this directly. But yeah, here we go. Gary. So that's how they included Gary, but he's just with the band. Wait a minute. No shot. Is Gary the chair? No wonder. Gary's the chair. No wonder they. Why you got to do my boy Gary like that? Oh, he's popping his. He's doing the eyeball thing. That's how Gary. What was that from? I remember that when he was doing that. Yeah, it was from the same episode as this episode was from. As a matter of fact, I remember that. I remember that too. Because when the jellyfish was angry because that they were fighting over the radio, the not the radio, but the what was it? It was a radio. It was like a stereo system or something like that. They were fighting over it, and then it got broken, and the jellyfish was very angry, and so they kept they kept shocking him. Agazz, agazz, agazz. And then Gary out of nowhere just started doing that. He just started doing the eyeball thing. And it was making a beep 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 like a little noise, like a little tune or something like an instrument, and so that made the jellyfish all calm and peaceful. They liked that. They really liked music. So I remember that. The kicks. Not a fan of the kicks. The Crocs. I saw some Crocs too. Or maybe that's not in the same bundle. That's a different bundle. We have how many shoes that we're getting? SpongeBob shoes, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. You wouldn't catch me dead up in this thing. Like, what is this? I don't know. You guys, what do you think of these, man? I can't take this serious, bro. I'm not wearing this. Like in the video game or real life, especially not real life. You ain't catching me in this, bro. I'm not taking it. No. But you guys have me know what you think. Wait. Baby victory, yeah. Bro, I gotta stop this. Before I get copyrighted. But that's the music, bro. We got it as a jam track. This is a W cologne, man. This is a W bundle, but it's so steep with that price. You know what I mean? You guys, do you think this is worth it? Like with the drum kit that we got, the golden spatula, the guitar, the sweet victory music. I mean, we got a lot, to be fair, and there's a lot of good stuff here. So, do you guys think that it's worth it? You guys let me know. So here's the Crocs that I was talking about. So they have different ones. And this is this kind of SpongeBob-ish color. Oh, wait. No, this is Patrick. It's called the Crocs Classic Clog. SpongeBob Patrick? What? That name is confusing. Crocs Classic Clog SpongeBob Patrick. Okay. Okay, then. But, yeah, there's basically Patrick's color scheme here. With the bottoms being Patrick's shorts. Right. So I didn't even peep that at first. I didn't even realize that. It's pretty neat, I suppose. And this is the Squidward one. I saw this one. Bro. This looks so weird, bro. You can't tell me this doesn't look weird. It looks weird, bro. Look at the way his head looks from the side. Man, that looks so weird. Do you guys think that? I don't think. I don't. What is this a part of? Because I don't even see it in this bundle. So I don't even know. Maybe is it a separate, or do you have to buy these separate? Because that's even worse. If you have to buy these individually, and you don't even get a discount on it. That's crazy. That's crazy, low key. Low key crazy. But. I mean, they had to include Squidward some kind of way, and he's Crocs. Okay, and also Patrick. Even though that's a shame, man. I really thought that we were getting Patrick as well as a sidekick. That's what we heard. So that's really weird. So we're gonna get to the car in just a moment. This is what I just wanted to review fully the SpongeBob collab, all of the SpongeBob stuff, and so. I'm gonna be wrapping it up here, but so this is the boost. jelly parade boost, and it's just shooting out jellyfish. That's interesting. That's pretty funny. But you know what I imagine it being. Um, okay, so let's go. You might as well. Let's go ahead and let's talk about this. So I saw the leaks of it, and they were saying that it's gonna. They said it was supposed to be modeled after the original paddy wagon, the original design, and I would assume that that being the one from the OG movie, right? That's what I seen. That's at least that's where I remember seeing it. Was from the movie. It has been a while. Granted, it has been a while, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't that not the first time we saw it. There could have been sometime anywhere in the show that we could have seen it before then, but I just don't remember because it's been that long since I watched it. Since I watched all my classics that I love so much. But I don't. I just don't. Every time that I did see the paddy wagon, there was never any. I don't know what you would call it, any metal or steel or any attachments to it. It was just a burger, literally just a burger with wheels, and that's basically it. So I guess this is how they felt like they needed to go about it to make it, but still try to make it work in the game, but still try to make it as SpongeBob-ish as they could. You know, I did hear there's supposed to be different variants of it, variations. I'm not sure about that. Maybe they just meant different colors because I noticed that it's blue here, but it was supposed to be like a metal silver. Wait, what is this? This the decals? It's so hard to see the letters, bro, because of the background being so bright. Decal Doodle Bob wagon. Okay, so this is model for the Doodle Bob. Okay, so this is Doodle Bob's uh, design or color scheme or what have you. That makes sense. This one's Gary. This was modeled after Gary, and it has a little eyes at the top. I suppose uh, that makes sense. And that's supposed to be like his shell on the back. That makes sense. Well, did they make that this? What is even this contraption thing on the back? Some kind of I thought it was like some kind of not a cup holder, some kind of weird condiments contraption that shoots. That's what I thought that the boost was gonna be. By the way, since the you can see the mustard and the ketchup being on the side, I assumed that was what was supposed to be the exhaust that the boost was going to shoot out of. So I assumed that it was just going to be mustard and ketchup being shot out of them. That's what I thought the boost were. Um, and I'm very relieved to see the pickle wheels because when this was first leaked, it was just leaked with these normal wheels. There wasn't the pickle wheels, and a lot of us thought that they left those out. That would have been a big missed opportunity, bro, because we already know the wheels are supposed to be pickles. So they even included that. So that's really cool. How do you get it? Wait, you can rev the engine. Let's see. It almost had a kind of like a go kartish sort of engine sound to it, doesn't it? Kind of sound like a go kart. I like the sound of it though. I like the sound. I like the sound. I like it. I like it. Where's that metal color that I'm looking for? What is this blue? Yes, so they have a lot of more brighter colors. Paddy wagon body color. Okay, I'm looking for that metal. Yeah, it was more like this when we saw the leaks of it. It was like that metal silver, that silvery metal finish to it. Something like one of these. Yeah, something like that. I know we also got. I guess this is the lightest silver that we have. So it probably was this one, Loki. But do we have straight up white? I don't think we have actual white. Wait, paddy wagon painted style. Oh, okay, so we do have. Wait a minute. Oh wait, this changes the. Oh, okay. Wait. So let's set that one. because it was still on the color that it was originally on, which is blue for some reason. So this is the color that you can change the actual Krabby Patty itself. Oh, okay. So without that, it's just the color of the burger. Of course, I'm gonna leave it like that. But now that I'm seeing this, it's coming to me. It's coming to me. Come on, guys. What am I about to say? What am I about to say? I mean, come on, my SpongeBob fans. If you're a SpongeBob fan, you should know what I'm about to say. Pretty patties, pretty patties. As soon as I started seeing the colors, it came back to me like like a bullet, bro. Like I remember that episode. It was so funny. I love that. Oh wait, this one. It goes so good with the silver. If you want to do like sort of like a all gray, maybe like you're pretending like it's like you're back in the black and white times, the old from the 60s, 50s, 40s. I don't know, like from the old times where like before color was invented, basically. And so if you want to have an old timey sort of look to it, I guess you can have it like that. But I mean, the only thing is that you can't change the color of the ketchup and the mustard. Yeah, that's the only thing, low key. Uh, but I'm really loving the customizability here. Um, oh, oh, look at that purple. That purple kind of really stands out, doesn't it? Ah, that purple doesn't look too bad. But it's with the patty, bro. You just gotta have it. I'm just gonna have it the way it's supposed to be, bro. With the silver, it's meant to be that silver, that metal look, you know. So that's why I would just have it a silver, personally. Um, but I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think of it? Do you feel like the attachment? Okay, sure. Like I immediately figured that they were going to cover up, like in the original with the on the original paddy wagon. It didn't cover up. There was no roof of it. It was just kind of like a tiny little windshield in the front of it, and that was kind of it. It was open. And I figured that they were going to close it. I already knew that, um, but basically, do you feel? I felt like maybe they didn't need to add the metal part on the back of it, because if you guys remember, I'm not sure which one it was from. It could have been from one of the other movies, like Sponge Out of Water. I remember there being legit like a long. It was kind of more like a sub sandwich rather than a normal patty. You know what I mean? It was like a sub sandwich. It was a long sandwich, and it was designed slightly different. But it was like, you know, like a SpongeBob patty version of like a Cadillac or a I don't know, like a limousine or something. It was just really long, like a long sandwich. It was still a sandwich, but it was a long sandwich. And so if it needs to be longer, I feel like maybe they could have implemented that design into it, right? Like it would have been a lot longer. It would have been it would not too long, but it would still been a good length to it. So you can have the front wheels and the back wheels, and it wouldn't have any other attachments. It would be straight up just a sandwich with the wheels at the bottom. And I think maybe that could have been a good option. Maybe they could have went with. Maybe they could have gave us two separate designs altogether. I'm not sure. Like not just the decals, but I'm not sure if it's allowed for you to have two different vehicle designs altogether in the same thing. I don't know. But overall, I think it's good. They did what they could with it, and it's solid. This thing it's kind of all over the place. I have to be honest. It's kind of, I mean, it's kind of all over the place, but it's SpongeBob-y. It still feels right. It still feels SpongeBob-ish. So I'm not mad at it. You know, that's my thoughts on this. You guys let me know if you guys think that this is worth it. I heard that the full entire collab is like 7,700 V-Bucks for everything if you choose to get everything. That's pretty insane. When you think about when you have to consider the things that's not a part of any bundles, so which means you have to buy things separately if you want everything, it's gonna be really costly. And for me, the things that I wouldn't be buying, you already know about the Crocs, the shoes, the kicks, any of that, any shoes related. And I would definitely say the instruments too, because you already, if you know me, you know I don't care about instruments. It's stupid. But in this case, come on, bro, it's straight from the movie, bro. It's the guitar from the movie, so that gets me. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I might be good on the drums. I might be good on the drums. I don't. Maybe I don't have to. If I have to have something else excluded, probably the drums. So there would be the kicks, the slippers. So they have slippers and they have the Crocs. So I'm good on all of that. No shoes. No shoes needed. But um, I don't know. Maybe the drums. I would also exclude that. Uh, I don't know. The guitar at some point, I just feel like I gotta get to a guitar. It's just it completes it. You know what I mean? But so I mean, the rest would be the pickaxe, the jam track, maybe the boots, but that stuff adds up. It's already 2,000 for the paddy wagon. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, if you're getting the full bundle, that's gonna be already 3,000. It's gonna include everything here, and it'll already be included with everything. But I was intending like more separately, individually. But if you're getting that, then you'll have all of this up until here. Uh, Wait, and which one does it include? The slippers, but not the Crocs. So these things down here won't be included. Uh, the Crocs and the boost and the trail. And that doesn't. If only it comes included with the wagon, the wagon bundle. Maybe it could have come included like with that or something. But I get it. Like Crocs going along with the wagon. I don't know. I mean, for 3,000 V-Bucks, low key, I feel like maybe that should have been included in the main bundle. But come on, bro. But I mean, that being said, you guys let me know what you think. If you think the prices are right, or if you think it's way too overpriced. Do you think it's worth it? Because these are some pretty sweet things that we got here. And literally the only thing missing is the skins. But then again, maybe they low-key left them out because of how pricey it already is. Imagine if we had skins on top of this. It would be definitely in the 10 to 12,000 V-Buck price range. Like, I don't even know, bro. Like, it would be insane. They would just be increasing the prices even more. So at the same time, I don't know. But you guys let me know what you think of it. That's been my full SpongeBob review. This video was long enough. I'm about to head up on out of here. Make sure, again, that you guys open up your presents daily. You have to open it up daily. If you don't, then you will be missing out on your presents, likely being the outfit, since those are saved for last. Because if you miss days, it won't stack. It will not stack. So you have to open up your presents. Otherwise, you might not have enough time to get around to all of them, including the very last ones that you need in order to unlock the skin. So if you're basically when this is all said and done, it's all over, Winterfest is over, and you're wondering why you still didn't get your skin, that's why. Because you likely missed some days because they did not stack. And that's what they told us. They do not stack. So you can't miss more than 3 days or 3 days or more. If you miss more than that, then you will definitely be missing out on some presents. If you're all right with that, then it's all good, I guess. But just letting you know, there's a lot of people that wants a lot of these gifts, so you got to open them every day. So I'm gonna be opening mine in just a moment here after the video. But I got to end this video off, guys. I'm really enjoying all of this Christmas themed stuff. I'm really enjoying the Winterfest. And this SpongeBob collab is really good. And then there's the new Snow Mikus and all of that and whatnot. There's a lot going on at the shop. So if you guys before you guys buy anything, make sure you guys are using a code, because it really helps to support the creators. It really does. But if you guys want to use my code, here's my code right here, the Mitch Zone. That is my code. Thank you guys so very much. For anybody who chooses to use my code, you are awesome. Hashtag Epic Partner. But that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching this video, watching my review. Guys, make sure you leave a like on the video, share your friends, and subscribe, and let me know if you want to see more content of the Winterfest, because I'll definitely be getting on that for you guys. With that being said, I am the Mitch. You're watching the Mid Zone, and I'll catch you guys in another video. See you guys there. Later.